And so these upgraded latch systems are starting to deliver for the VTS and the VTS Lite. There are instructions on the Bulletproof website for how you can change them out. Basically, it's these things. You're going to need a couple of tools: a 5mm Allen wrench, a 10mm like box head, and maybe something like a pair of needle nose pliers. The first thing you're going to do is remove these by just unscrew these things here like this until that comes all the way off. And once you remove those, just pull that out, and then you'll get your needle nose pliers. You can also use something like a flathead screwdriver, but you're just gonna use them to pry that little C-clamp or E-clamp, whichever one it is, I never can remember. Let's see if I can check this up. Just kind of get in there somewhere, bend it, pop it off like that. Slide that thing out and throw it away. You don't need that anymore. And the trickiest part is probably going to be getting this piece here, but you want to remove these screws and remember which order the washers go in. The flat washer goes on last and the lock washer goes on right before the head does. Okay, but remove these little screws. Okay, once those are removed, you're going to put them back into this piece here. Notice the hole sizes, the bigger hole size, that barrel, see how it fits inside that? You're going to do that, but you're going to have it on the inside. So it might require, ultimately this thing is going to be facing downward and this one's going to be up. So just go ahead and situate that in a way that's going to allow that. You might have to use a little bit of like muscle or something to kind of squeeze that in there. I like to use my fat belly to leverage it against. Okay, then now you see how that sits in there. Then those screws that you took out a second ago, you're just going to put those right back in. So again, I'm going to pay attention to the order of the washers. Lock washer goes on top, flat washer on bottom. And just screw it right back into that barrel. Oh, you can't see, can you? Just screw it in. You don't have to tighten it all the way down just yet. Just get it in place. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Okay, then you're going to use these holes, these top holes here, to go into the holes on the bracket. That's where we took that one out that had the little C-clamp thing earlier. And you're going to use the nuts and bolts that come in the plastic bag inside the box. You notice there's a washer for each side, like that. Okay. So I'm just going to set that on there, and then we'll put a screw on each side of that. All right, so a screw with a washer goes on the outside, Allen head on the outside, and we're going to put another washer on the inside. Might have to, there we go, and then the bolt, or the nut, I guess. Might have to back it out just a little bit. It's kind of tricky. Or you could just move this out of the way. Make life easier on yourself. And do the same thing on the other side. And so now you've got them always kind of hand tight, floating around in there. You can use your Allen wrench to tighten down these. Then you'll use the Allen along with the 10mm wrench for the other part. And that's it. That's all you gotta do. Okay? I don't know if you're like me, but a video for me is a little bit easier than trying to follow the written instructions. So hopefully that helps somebody. MW Pig 5 saves 5% at Prime Fitness, but it doesn't save you anything at Bulletproof.